Welcome back, everybody. This is the D to the L to the N, the DLN Sports, and this is the Cashline. Appreciate everybody tuning in. I want to start the show out. Give my boy a big shout out, Freddie B. Dyke. Passed a while ago. This is his birthday, so I want to give a shout out to you. Big Ohio sports fan, big sports fan. Period. Helped me know the things that I know about this thing called sports. So it's a big shout out to you, man. I know you're up there kicking it today and looking down and making sure me and your family's fine. So big shout out to you. We're gonna jump right into it. I put a video out last night, but I only put it in the cast line. Had a good feeling about that tribe stack with Kluber and Cleveland 180. And everybody in the cash line profited off of it. Might not have been big because Kluber did his thing, and we won 8-0. But the 8-0 wasn't as good as it looked because we had a lot of walks, a lot of weird things. We didn't get them hits, them doubles, them triples, them home runs that would have took us where I wanted to go, and we would have took down some tournaments and won a couple hundred or a couple thousand or whatever you want to call it. But we ended up all profiting and you know what I mean? Everybody pretty much in the cash line won that used the information that I gave them. So it was a good day for that. And the cash line got to that cash line. And that's what we say. And then once you get to that cash line, then you can try to go take something down. And that's what our mindset was. And so we had a good day. Now that late slate didn't turn out right. I had them Toronto bats, and that didn't turn out right. I had that Donaldson, I had Batista, I had Pilar, I had them boys 1 through 4, 1 through 5, thinking they getting ready to light something up, and them boys was terrible. So, but that's fantasy, y'all. So my big baller, my shot caller, my slate changer, that was Corey Kluber. Got 35.7 fantasy points. Did his thing and took the Indians where they needed to go to help us get in position to win a tournament. We all profited, but our focus yesterday was to win a tournament. We almost did it if them bats would have hit a little bit better. But like I said, we all profited, and that's always thing. That's what this thing is about, being a profitable DFS player, and that's what we are in the cash line. Now in that late slate, Zach Greinke was the baller with 30 fantasy points, handled his business. My butt squeaker of the day was Sanchez out of the Yankees. I had him right. The catcher from the Yankees got me 2 home runs, 30 fantasy points, and did his thing. So I also got him right on there. And my maggot of the day, I had the tribe stack, I had the Kluber, I had the thing. My ball was going. I was getting ready to go to the promised land, y'all. I was getting ready to take something down. And then I took a pitcher named Gallardo because I paid up so much at other places. So I went low on my second pitcher with Gallardo out of Seattle. And what did I do that for? Oh, my God. Hey, got me minus 4.65 points. I ain't never seen that. Got me minus. The score was 5-1, I think, in the third inning. They took him out because he gave up everything. He gave it all up and gave up my ticket too. You know what I'm saying? I still profited it, but I was getting ready. I was going, and the cash line was going because we was all on the same boat. You know what I'm saying? And so that video I put out in there, it really worked. And like I say, that late slate didn't play too good for me. But today's slate, y'all, we got the big ballers, the big pitchers is out today, and that's Clayton Kershaw and Steven Strasburg. Now Kershaw's at 13.1 and Strasburg is at 12K. So I'm gonna run one maybe with both of them in there and try to find me some low baller bats. I'm gonna run one with Kershaw, one with Strasburger with the stacks that I got. And my stacks of the day, y'all, is them Atlanta bats versus Cincinnati and Arroyo. You know what I'm saying? They're in a good position, and Arroyo stinks. I think he does. Them Yankee bats versus Liriano, I'm going there. I think that's going to be a good position for them. You know, them Yankee bats is swinging. That Gardner, that Judge, that Holiday, them boys is going, and I'm gonna ride that train until they really blow up, and they're going to. I'm taking them Boston bats, y'all, against Baltimore, against that Asher. He's terrible. I think he's the worst pitcher rated on the slate. Now I need him to do for me what Gallardo did for everybody else yesterday when he took me down. So if he's the worst pitcher on the slate, I'm going to treat him like the worst pitcher on the slate. And I'm going to take them Boston bats and hope they smash him. Because I tried to go the other route yesterday with Gallardo, and he proved to me that he was the worst pitcher on the slate. And I took a shot on him, and lesson learned. I put that in the memory bank. And I'm going the opposite way this time, and I'm going to attack the worst pitcher on the slate. And I believe that's Asher. So I'm taking them Boston bats. And I also got the Miami stack. That's my sneaky stack. My Miami stack versus Arizona, because that Urena kid, he's pretty terrible too, and his numbers speak it. So I'm going to try the Miami stack also. Now, My one of my player of the day that's not the big pictures is going to be Brandon Phillips of the Atlanta Braves. He's going back to Cincinnati. I believe in that revenge thing, y'all. He's going back to Cincinnati. He played for Cincinnati. They got rid of him. He's going back with Atlanta, playing against one of the worst pitchers. I'm playing them Atlanta bats anyway. So Brandon Phillips is one of my plays of the day. You know what I'm saying? This is fantasy, nothing guaranteed. But I love to see players going back to play their old teams, even if they hate them or love them, because you always want to play good in front of them guys you used to play with, or them fans that you used to play with and too. So that's where I'm going, y'all. Atlanta bats, Yankees bats, Boston bats, Miami bats. Player of the day is Brandon Phillips, with that Kershaw and Strasburg on everything. I mean, mix and matching, one here, one there, and one or two with them both in there. But that's where we going, Cashline, and you do what you got to do, play your plays. But just take a look at those things and the numbers. Now we're going to that NFL team of the day, and that NFL team of the day is the Cleveland Browns, 30th ranked team. Coach Hugh Jackson went 1-15 last year, got the #1 pick in the draft. I've been a Browns fan all my life. I was bred into it, y'all. I didn't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? My mom, dad, everybody was Browns fans. So when they brought me home, I was a Browns fan. I ain't had no choice in it. And by the time I was old enough to realize that they stunk, it was too late. I had too many years invested in it. So I've been doing this thing for a long time. At least I got my Cavs winning some stuff now, and like last year. And my Indians is a better team now. So I'm cool with it. But I was bred into that, and whew, it's rough being a Browns fan, but it is what it is. Now, this is the best time of the year for Browns fans because we ain't lost yet. You know what I'm saying? So we can look to the moon right now until the season starts. That's how it usually happens. Now, the rookies that we brung in round one, pick one, we got Myles Garrett, defensive end out of Texas A&M. I love that we did it. I love that we didn't get cute and try to make a weird pick and this and that. We took the best available player, and that was definitely Myles Garrett. We also got that Njoku in the first round out of Miami, from the Miami Hurricanes, and we got rid of Gary Barnidge, who was our tight end, and a decent tight end. But this boy Njoku, he can be something special, and that's how they're building them tight ends now. Them tight ends are 6'6", 6'8", you know what I'm saying, and 260, 270, and can run with the wind and can catch that ball, and that's where the league's going. I keep telling you, the Patriots changed the game with that double tight end, and I'm gonna run it all year on my fantasy tickets. You know what I mean? As long as the matchup is right, I'm running that double tight end, y'all, because it's their safety valve. And when the quarterbacks get in trouble, they look for that big dude. You know what I mean? And things like that, or that dude with the for sure hands. And most of the times, it's the tight end on most teams. Now, the second pick, we took Jabril Peppers. Love it. That boy out of Michigan. A lot of people say, well, what position he's going to play? I don't care what position he play. All I know is he balls. He runs back kicks. He runs back punts. He gets interceptions. He can play offense. So I'm good with him. You know what I mean? I like that pick also. Now, round three, we took that Kaiser, quarterback out of Notre Dame. I like the pick. We needed to do it. Osweiler's probably going to start. He's been looking good at training camp. But I'm glad we took that Kaiser, that young kid, because I didn't really want the Trubisky and Deshaun Watson. I wanted him, but I didn't want to ruin him. Because if we bring Deshaun Watson to Cleveland right now with that offensive line and the team we got right now, we would have ruined him. So I think he fell right into the hands of Houston, and that's where he should be. And it's a Super Bowl ready team with a great defense and a good offense. And so I wanted him, but I didn't want him bad enough to ruin his career, and that's what we did down here. Now, at the quarterback position, like I said, we got Cody Kessler, Kaiser. Osweiler's probably going to start, and that is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully Osweiler can have a good season, but we still ain't found that franchise quarterback unless Kaiser can turn out to be it. Now, running back, we got Crowell and that Duke Johnson, and so they're serviceable running backs. Nothing special, but they're serviceable running backs. Not the wide receiver, we got Josh Gordon, who can't stop smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? But he's trying to get in, and he's trying to get back into the NFL, and they're making it rough on him because he's done it twice before, and he burned them both times. Now, we do got that Corey Coleman, that boy out of Baylor. I like him. He was injured last year, but I do like him. I think he's going to be a good player. We got to bring in that Kenny Britt and things like that. We just signed Calvin Breyer, a safety that was with the Jets, I believe. He was a hard-hitting safety. I like him. I think he's a good pick. We lost Gary Barnidge, like I said. Now, we in that division, y'all, with the Pittsburgh Steelers, who were 11-5, Baltimore 8-8, Cincinnati 6-9, and we went 1-15. There it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a rough season. But I feel we got the right people. I feel we got the right coach. I feel we got the right. I like this analytic thing that this general manager is doing, because we finally made the right picks in the draft. And I've watched every Browns draft pick since I was probably 18 years old. And this has been the best by far. These boys got it right this time. You know what I'm saying? So I can at least say that. So my big baller, my shot caller, my slate changer for the Cleveland Browns is Myles Garrett, a defensive end. When you're the number one pick, you ain't got no choice but to come into camp as the big baller. You know what I'm saying? You're getting paid to be the big baller, and you've been hyped up. And so let's go get some quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? My butt squeakers, Jabril Pepper and Jokic. So I'm going all these rookies because our team before the rookies got there was terrible anyway. So wasn't nobody to take. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going with Peppers and the Jokey. Now the maggot of the day is our division, because in our division messed with the Pittsburghs and the Baltimores, and Cincinnati had a down year last year, but we got a rough road to climb, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna be better though, and we're finally in the right lane. We're finally going the right way, but it's gonna be a rough road. And our schedule is Steelers, Ravens, Colts, Bengals. You know what I mean? That's that division stuff. And then we go into the Jets and the Texans and the Titans and the Vikings. You know what I mean? Out of there, we should be able to get a couple wins out of there. Then we got the Lions, Jags, Bengals, Chargers. So our schedule isn't overwhelming, y'all, like it has been a lot of years. I mean, we're always going to play Pittsburgh twice and Baltimore twice and Cincinnati twice. But we got a lot of Titans and Vikings and Lions and Jags and Bengals who hadn't been that good. Chargers, Bears, you know what I mean? We got some things where we can. I'm shooting for 8-8. If they give me 8-8, I'm good. Probably won't get there, but that's what I'm shooting for. So I want to appreciate y'all tuning in and everything. Gonna get over this Cavs loss and move and keep it moving. But join the Cashline, man. We getting it in there, and we did some things last night on that tribe thing that just gave us a vision of what we can do when we totally get it right. It only takes one ticket. You know what I'm saying? So get on in here before the NFL start, because once the NFL start, the whole format gonna change. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a whole different thing, and we're gonna get to some big money, and we're gonna show the tickets. We ain't gonna just talk about it. We're gonna put the tickets on there, and we're gonna show you what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because we're good at we got some minds in here, and I'm good at this thing. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, join the Cashline on Twitter at Dan DLN Sports. On YouTube, the Cashline, DLN Sports, the Cashline, and then come on into the Facebook and join the Cashline for free. And it's Dan Nicholson, the Cashline, right on Facebook. I'll accept your friendship, throw you into that chat room, and you'll see what we talk about in there, and you'll see how we get down. It's all DFS related, or at least sports related, and things like that. And it's one of them sites that ain't costing you nothing. When you win you a couple little money or whatever. You win that. Only time we really exchange anything is once we hit them big tickets. You know what I mean? And then it's just kind of like a tip your waiter type of thing. But it ain't no cost to come in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to get you there. I'm going to help you get between me and a couple of guys, my baseball guys like Ryan. We got the football getting ready to jump off with the EP and the Jesse. You know what I'm saying? My boy Black Smoke, he's an NBA specialist. You know what I'm saying? And I feel I'm pretty good at that football and that NBA too. Please believe it. So like I said, y'all join the Cashline, and we're gonna do this thing together, and we're gonna get this money together. We already doing it. We're just doing it on a smaller scale, but they noticing us. And when it's football time and the bigger tickets can be played, when you ain't playing 182 games and you're just trying to stay in the mix and try to bang them with $1 or $2. But when that NFL start and we putting $100 on a ticket and we get third place, then like we getting third and fifth and 10th place and 30th place now. When we get third place with that $100 ticket, that's when you bring home 10 stacks. You know what I'm saying? Or when we play that $200 or that $500 ticket and we bring home 50 stacks. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to happen. Please believe it. And I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to post it, and I'm going to show it to you. And they're going to say, man, that Cashline, he wasn't lying. They really doing, because I'm doing the research, I'm doing the numbers. And it's all about putting that right ticket together and rostering. And you rostering match points. And you're matching matchups. And you're not playing names. You're playing price points. You're playing the matchup. You know what I mean? You can forget about all that star power. If Tom Brady's in a bad situation, you don't play him. You know what I'm saying? If Albert Pujols is going up a pitcher that's a great against lefties or righties or whatever it is, and You don't play 'em. You got to play. You playing the match points. That's why when you look at all them big winning tickets, look at the roster. Half the people on the roster you don't even know them. You don't even know them. Them big boys, them sharks out there, them boys with the millions of dollars. They ain't playing all them names. They playing the statistics. They don't even know the game really. They putting it in a computer and letting that computer kick them out an analytic optimized lineup. You know what I'm saying? So and that's just the smaller guys. We got to make sure we attacking the matchups and things like that, and that's what we're focused on. I'm doing this. We're gonna do the spreadsheets and the whole 9 yards. So appreciate y'all tuning in. Cashline, y'all know what it is, and we get into this money and Cashline. Have a good day.